pose. Nelson, girl, did you get into last night's episode of Pose, baby? Pray tell don't fucked up the thing and fucked them in the thing too. Listen, before we go ahead and get this episode started, let me just go ahead and get this out the way. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever you want is alright with me. You got that whip appeal. Come on and work it on me. It's better than love. Sweeter, 'cause you got that whip appeal. So work it on me. Baby, this by far was the best episode of Pose. Baby, I couldn't wait to get y'all on the line. I didn't even do my makeup, baby. I threw on this hot hair. I looked for me my old nasty piece of stand in front of a microphone, sit on a stool, and just sang your heart out, baby. Because that's what this episode gave me. Because I know that you do, and I feel that you do. Yes, honey, y'all not ready for all this chiffon, baby. Nevertheless, girl, let's just talk about it. Woo! Listen, I ain't gonna be able to make it through that review with that damn wig on. It's hot as all shit, and I had to cut my air conditioner off so y'all didn't hear the roaring of it. But let's just get into this episode last night. Pray tell done fucked up the thing. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. The episode before this, when Ricky was flirting with Pray Tell at the clinic, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just reaching. Daniva, you doing way too much. Baby, Ricky had done went down to that apartment and had done got that senior citizen sausage. I said, yes, God, honey. And it's so funny because I was hating it and loving it at the same damn time. He was like, oh, I like him older. He had put his little hand on Pray Tell. And Pray had did everything in his power to send Ricky on his little way. And Ricky was like, you know what? Can I stay over? Baby, when Ricky got in that bed and Pray Tell said, what is you doing? I was like, this is nasty but beautiful. Wait a minute. What is you doing? Wait a minute. What is you doing? Wait a minute. What is, oh shit, underwear, you kissing. And baby, Ricky slid up in that thing from the back. Pull your panties to the side, let me slide through. He was in that lover's embrace. And then he said, I think I want you to have me too. Bitch, I was about to have to jump in my shower and have some personal time because I was here for all of it. He wrapped them legs around Pray Tell back, and Pray Tell had touched him on the inside part and called his name. The only thing that would have made that scene better is had they would have been playing Lisa Keith featuring Janet Jackson on background. Making love in the rain. I can't believe the joy it brings me. That song would have been fitting, but I would take Whip Appeal. Let's take a minute here and talk about this. How do y'all feel about it? I feel a way, but I get it. You got Pray on one end, who is a 45-year-old man who, if any of y'all know about the gay community, we have something that we call the Peter Pan syndrome, where people get aged out, right? Like everybody is looking for the youngest, hottest thing. So you got age working against you by virtue of you being 45. Then on top of that, you got this new disease that nobody knows about. You got this scarlet letter on you. Here it is. You got Ricky, who I do think is extremely vulnerable and just needs somebody to touch him, love on him, tell him he's beautiful, and make him feel good. And he found a connection in Pray because Pray also has the virus, and it is safe enough for them to be intimate with one another. I read an article on the internet the other day that was speaking in reference to people bonding over traumas. And so it goes like, okay, I was molested, you were molested, we got something in common, and we think there's reason for us to get married because we find comfort in people. But the article was suggesting that when you find somebody that you bond in trauma with, they don't necessarily make good lovers, especially if neither person is healed from the trauma. And that's the kicker here. You know what I'm saying? I really do think Ricky, I don't know, because when they woke up later on in the episode, they was out there cooking breakfast and carrying on. I mean, maybe it can be something. We're going to see how this unfolds. But it was also good to see before they hunched, I don't got way ahead of myself, that Prey was teaching Ricky what to do with the pills and take this medicine, take this. It was good that Ricky had somebody there to school him through this process, whereas Prey had to go through his process alone. So shouts out to the Poles for capturing that. Then it goes to Poppy and Angel in the bed. My favorite couple. Oh, let me back up. The episode that still means the most to me in Pose is when Stan made love to Angel for the first time and Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While, was playing in the background. For whatever reason, that episode is deeply personal to me, and I regard that one as my favorite. But just from an artistic perspective, from a writing perspective, from an entertainment perspective, this was like the best episode of the existence of Pose. Yes, God, Hunty. Poppy and Angel in the bed, they are my favorite couple. Okay, they are my favorite couple. I love the chemistry between the two actors, between Poppy and Angel. I love the dynamic between street trade, gay for pay. I'm now going with a trans woman without questioning it. We madly in love. I'm in the magazine. Poppy had took her around a friend house who's got an apartment for $450. I was like, okay. I'm like, girl, $450, that's real good. But I had to remember what time we was living in. I think minimum wage was like $3.18 back then. So $450 these days is probably like $1,800. Nevertheless, I love the fact that Poppy is trying to be all the man that he can be in Angel's life, and she's allowing him to. And they are just having a blast being madly in love with one another. Excuse me, I was looking out the window of some people jet skiing. I thought they had crashed. That's why I'm all distracted. Nevertheless, after Pray Tell had got touched in his inside part, then took Ricky Bougenity. You heard right, his Bougenity. He had went down to the council with them messy ass queens. Now, bitch, it ain't, listen. If you ain't never been around a bunch of old school gays, you don't know what you missing. All my 40 or older fag hags, they can tell you about it. The old school girls know how to kiki and gaga, and that scene just took me up. Because that is how I was brought into the gay life, just with, good old queens that looked out for you, that told you what it was, told you how it was. They didn't have no problem cracking a joke on you, and bitch, you just had to stand there and take it. That's why my mouth's so damn vicious, because bitch, I was raised by the best. Okay? Nevertheless, that scene was very cute. Pray Tell came in there with a skip in his limp and a dip in his hip, and they was like, girl, maybe it's Maybelline. Nah, it ain't Maybelline, honey. That's just the sweet nectar of that God we call Ricky rained down on him and made his skin all supple and clear. I loved it. The only place where Pray Tell went wrong, he should have told them messy faggots his business. Okay? I would have said I had a young man, but I would not have told them it was Ricky. I would not have told them it was Ricky. I'd have just kept it to myself. But they had got Pray Tell ass together, and I loved it. So then we get to my next musical moment where I'm like, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. What I like about Pose the most is that the songs that they choose are relevant to the era and to the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, they pick the songs that capture just the perfect, encapsulates the essence of the moment. That's exactly what me and my cousins would have been doing during that time period. My older cousins probably would have been in the kitchen making some tater tots. I probably would have been on Kool-Aid duty. And my mama probably would have been in the room screaming, "Stop running in my damn house! What y'all doing in there? I smell something burning!" It was the perfect, ooh, this dress is itching the fuck out my shoulder blades. Y'all see the shit I do for y'all? It don't feel good. Can't wait to take this hot shit off. Nevertheless, focus, Quentin. I loved it. But then the moment was broke up because Damon finally came around and to give Ricky some more of that kitty cat after he acknowledged the fact that he was punishing him. And don't it always go like that? You break up, the man wants you back, you don't want him. When you ready to get back with him, he got a baby mama, got a new baby on the way, got married, or something intercepts, and you end up doing this back and forth tug of war for a couple years. Ricky, I'm gonna tell you something. I got a lot of respect for Ricky because a lot of these people out here in these streets going around sleeping with folks, getting in relationship with folks who are have STDs and STIs. Some that you can cure with penicillin, some that you can't, and won't tell them nothing. It's a lot of selfish motherfuckers out there that is doing that. And I love the fact that Ricky was man enough to say, hold on, I've got to tell you something. And when he went to tell Damon, Damon was in shock at first. Now, help me with this. Damon was like, you told Pray Tell first. And Ricky was like, yeah. And then Ricky's like, Pray Tell's been teaching me things. Now, the way he said that, I didn't get he was teaching me things. I just got he was coaching me through. But somehow or another, Damon picked up on it. Well, you know what? They say you know when your partner cheating. I guess Damon said he knew his man. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was Damon, I'd be mad too, because ain't no old bitch finna take my man. I'm sorry. Like, I need to be able to look at this bitch and see why my man fucked them. Okay, I can be like, okay, she younger than me, she got more money than me, she cuter than me. But Pray Tell ass look like a raisin in the sun. Okay, no, God. I bet Pray Tell got gray hairs in between his ass and in his butt. I would be mad if an old queen took my man too. Jolene, please don't take my man. That's Dolly Parton for you girls who not cultured. Nevertheless, Damon was hot as fucking fish grease, but I still respect Ricky for telling them, letting them know, saying I didn't mean to expose you to it. So they move right along and they go to the graduation. I am so glad that they got the actor that plays Damon a damn dance body double so we can get some real dancing moves. Nevertheless, the performance was excellent. Shout out to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the auntie, the young auntie. That scene with her and Blanca at the end, at the school, when they were both thanking each other for doing what they had to do in Damon's life, that scene really moved me. It really moved me. I want to say, MJ Rodriguez, shout out to you, because that scene right there, that scene and the scene when you were arguing with Pray Tell outside the ball, your acting has just gotten, I've seen the growth since this show has begun. I used to cringe when the Pose characters would have these long monologues or whatever. It's like, don't give her too many lines at once. But baby, you executed and you killed. And I just love how the dance teacher was like, no, it's an honor to know you, because I don't know many people who ride for their kids the way you roll for them. And that scene was touching, and I would love to see more black women interact like that in the media. We need to see more roles of black women loving on each other like that and just bigging one another up. So shouts out to the people that pose for that. Then baby, fuck all the bullshit, let's get down to the main event. They get down to the graduation party, down to the table. Now listen, when I tell you Damon raised the roof and got every bitch together in that bad boy, now I've never been one of those people to be mad about one situation and take it out on everybody, because Angel and Poppy did not deserve what Damon was serving. But baby, he served their ass up on a damn platter. When he told that woman that it was not a glow, that was the coke sweats or the crack sweats, whatever he said, bitch, I fell the fuck out. And Miss Angel said, oh bitch, you want to tell my tea? Well, to tell how you was in there landing low, spreading it wide raw, letting Ricky raw dog you and your ass bout sick because Ricky ass sick. Now baby, they had it going on in that damn thing. And just when I thought it couldn't get no worse, Pray Tell had to interject. He had done pulled a damn basketball wide cigarette. Nobody was talking to you. Nobody was talking to you. And all this heat that I was feeling was really pent up frustration that I was trying to send in your direction. But Angel ass was drunk. So she curtailed and she intercepted dismissal. But you know what, bitch? Since you want to step into the direct line of fire, I got something for your ass too. When Pray Tell was telling Damon to shut up, and Damon was like, basically, who the hell are you talking to? And then he said, tell Blanca why you didn't tell anybody about Ricky's status. Pray Tell said, because it was none of my business, or because y'all fucking. Woo! Baby! Electro Abundance, I know I have always been super critical of your acting, but baby, that was an Oscar, Grammy, Tony, Emmy worthy that you did in that corner. Yes, bitch, I was shook, hit, killed, resurrected, and brought back to life. Clear. That shit hit me. Lulu said, this house is scandalous. And then Poppy and Angel was outside absorbing all the tea. I know the neighbors know y'all name. The way y'all was in there cutting up, that scene was everything. The only thing that would have made it better is if him and Pray Tell would have got the fight and then Pray Tell would have got hold of his ass. Now, Damon, I got to get you together real quick because you stood up in that kitchen and you read everybody from A to Z. You was disrespectful to your mama. You went off on Pray Tell. You told Electra Abundance to shut her damn mouth. You made Angel and Poppy leave. You told all they drug business or whatever. And then when Pray Tell tried to get a hold of your ass, you gonna run and back up against the wall. Girl, you supposed to stand your ground. You supposed to at least take that ass. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. I always told a bitch, okay? I might not whoop your ass, bitch. You just might whoop mine, but I'm gonna give your ass the fight of your goddamn life, bitch. I ain't going down easy. People be like, I beat your ass. You just might, bitch, but you won't do it easily, okay? Damon, you should have fought that bitch. The bitch, I'd have punched Pray Tell ass dead square in his chest. We'd have been tussling all over that damn apartment. Bitch, we would have tore out the glass. Y'all ever noticed the glass broke in them little French doors? We would have finished tearing up them glass shards that was in that damn thing. But that was an amazing, funny scene. And it reminds me of one of those scenes that you would find in those like BET Arabesque black films. One of those films that like Bill Bellamy or Vivica Fox would be in. One of them type of, that Jennifer Lewis would be in, a little yang, yang, yang around the TV. One of them kind of real TV one base, real bounce TV. It strikes me as one of them little scenes like that. Who brought the potato salad? Oh shit. And it's a round robin around the room. That was a perfect example of that negative energy going round and round and round and round. Everybody ass got some. I ain't proud of this, but that's the way I am when I get fed up, bitch. I'm fussing out this bitch. Every mother in this room that interject, they ask her get some too. It done been plenty of occasions I done went around a room and done laid out these oral bullets. Just to lay a barrage of bullets. Now leave me alone and pass me the Kool-Aid. Moving right along. We get to the ball. Digital Underground is playing. The Humpty Dance is the chance to do the hump. Dun, dun, do it, baby. And do the Humpty Hump. Do it. Poppy had his fine ass, had them guns out. Yes, God, Poppy. Now listen, Poppy. When you come back season 3, we're gonna, just do a little more cardio, cause you're a little pudgy. We'll take a little definition. We need a little definition. We need some six-packetry going on. But them arms, them guns, they was killing it. And them thick thighs and them buns. Yes, making love in the rain. I can't believe Janet Mock, I fuck your man. Okay, I'm just here to let you know I will fuck your man. Okay. Nevertheless, pudgy and all, that was a hot ass scene. When he, whatever, he won his sex siren trophy or whatever the case may be, that he walked over, was talking to Blanca, talking to Angel. Angel was giving me Bernadine fish at that bar. Let me tell you something. Whenever I get dressed and put my good red lipstick on, my good Chanel bag, and my Chanel knockoff skirt, baby, I go down to the rich bars with a rich man's beat. I be there with all that attitude. Yes, pass me a Virginia Slim. She was giving it, this modeling stuff gave her just an air of arrogance, an air of confidence that I love. I am here for it, and she was serving. So that Damon come walking his old bitter Betty ass up. Oh, it's her family meeting that I wasn't invited to. Girl, carry your bitter ass on over there. Don't nobody want to hear this. This shit you mad about happened last night, okay? If that's your boyfriend, he wasn't last night. Now that's what the hell they needed to play when Pray Tell exited the premises, but that song hadn't come out yet by then, I don't think. Y'all need to consult with me. Send me the scripts for season 3 and I'll just make notes next to the paragraphs on what song need to play where. Because y'all know I'm a walking jukebox. I know it all. Especially as we progressing closer to the mid-90s and early 2000s. Anyway, call Tracy Christian at TCAJ Root. That's my agent. Just let her know and she'll tell you what the price is. Then they played Rick James, Give It To Me Baby, while Angel was up there lying. Then, baby, It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. Damon came and bowled the girls down with the breakdancing. I was like, yes, God, baby. He had poured all that emotion into the ball. In the words of Nikki Giovanni, the tears from my birth pains created the Nile. Yes, God, baby. The pain from this infidelity won him a trophy. And then the way he walked out like big fish, bitch. Didn't speak to nobody, didn't make eye contact, just walked out like, bitch, I knew this shit was mine. Closed the door. Woo! That thing was beautiful. Then he's sitting there taking off his makeup, getting out of his clothes or whatever. And Whitefish come up and ask him, do he want to go on tour with Tom McLaren? That was excellent. You know, it was good from a historical perspective to see that these recruiters and producers and so on and so forth used to come poach talent from the balls. Never knew. Pray Tell takes a break and go outside to smoke a cigarette. And Blanca confronts him outside. And baby, if that was not a dynasty-worthy argument, I was going up on the surface because they was arguing and reading and the acting was phenomenal in that scene. But I was also like moved in my spirit from the things that they were saying. Because for a moment there, they were both competing in the oppression Olympics. I'm 45 and hasn't had anybody to touch me in a long time. You don't know what that's like. I'm a woman with this virus. Nobody else will touch me. Both of them were feeling the same pain, and it's just so funny because the real world lesson in this sometimes, men, women, black, white, is we spend so much time sometimes comparing pain to realize that we have all been through the same thing on one level or another. Food for thought. We've all been through the same thing. Pain is pain. And we have all been through the same thing on one level or another. And I wish in that moment, instead of comparing who's going through the most pain, they were able to see each other and see that they were both experiencing the same thing, in the words of 2 Chainz, at the same damn time or whatever. But that was an amazing scene, and that's when Blanca really showed off her acting chops. I was like, yes, God, this does not feel forced and over-enunciated, and I'm just here for it. But Pray Tell wasn't, because he went home and had to get drunk. I've done that before. Have you ever gotten into a fight with somebody and then when you get home, you be like, damn, I can't believe me and my best friend, or me and my good friend, me and my cousin, me and my mama, I cannot believe we just went there. Like, I love this person so much. Oh my God. And then at that point, you be more hurt about the fact that y'all fought than you were what y'all were fighting over. You know what I'm saying? That's what Pray Tell was experiencing. He was like, wait a minute, Blanca is my girl. One of the few people that I have in my corner. I cannot believe this just went down. And you know what? To equate it to something similar, Evelyn and Jen. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, y'all do got too much history to not be talking. That is your girl, and y'all both bear each other's secrets. Get it together. Ricky came home, put Pray Tell in the bed, quiet as this kept. I was hoping they was going to hunch again. I just wasn't. I was going to get me another nasty ballad. But I take breakfast in the morning. Breakfast, you heard me, bitch. I'm from Miami. Breakfast. I'll take a shirtless Ricky cooking breakfast. And it's funny because Pray Tell woke up, got in a chair. He was laughing and smiling. And what I got from Pray Tell's face was, this is really cute for you. Like, look at this little boy trying to be a man. This is cute. It feels good in the moment. I know that this is not going to last because of the dynamics. But I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm just going to play along in the moment. And we've all done that. I have been, and some of y'all can relate to this, I have been, over the years in super emotionally vulnerable positions where you go and you make love to somebody who you used to make love to in your past, just to feel loved, safe, and secure in that moment. The eyes closed, the I love yous and all. And you know that when this person gets up and leaves, that it's life back to normal. But in that moment, you just allow yourself to indulge in the emotional beauty of it all. And I think that's what Pray Tell was doing. He was like, you know what, it's been a very long time since I've had somebody to sit across from me, make me breakfast, make me feel fishy, bitch. Okay, and yeah, I'm just gonna go with it for now, because when this is over, I have to go back to this hard thing called life for a black man, gay black man in the early 90s with AIDS. So I get it, I relate to that whole just go with it for the moment situation. That was really, 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 really good. Blanca and Angel then go to breakfast. Angel did a stand-up thing when she told Blanca the truth about her using drugs and needing to leave. And I love the fact that Angel is ready to spread her wings and also has enough respect for Blanca to not put her in a compromising situation as it relates to the other children. She's like, no, Ma, you've got to be a good mother. You've got to be consistent across the board. It takes a big person to do that. And I think Angel only did it because she's partly ready to move out. And she's like, you know what, Blanca, you got to adhere to the rules that you set. Let me not be the reason that you're looking like a hypocrite out here in these streets. And then, they hug and kiss. That was a beautiful scene. Then we get to Electra and Blanca. And see, I love the dynamic between them because they're competing houses, but at the end of the day, Blanca is still Electra's daughter. And when Blanca needs advice, she goes to Electra. And when Electra needs a place to stay, she goes to Blanca. I love the constant tug of war of power between those two. But Electra was telling her, basically, the mark of a good parent is that your children are ready to spread their damn wings. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I had a boss that told me, I'm not a good boss if you're still working for me in 2 years. That means I have not did my part. And when you're leading, managing, raising anybody, you should be creating people who can do what you do and possibly even do it better. And if you have not in a reasonable amount of time gotten your kids, that person up to that level, then you have failed them as their leader, boss, parent, so on and so forth. So it was beautiful. The family was all tore up. Then that Mariah Carey Love Takes Time came on. And y'all, it was the perfect closeout to an excellent episode. You see Damon packing his stuff, getting ready to go on tour. Great, because we wanted that for him. However, they have not showed Damon's ass going and getting tested. Girl, don't you carry your ass over there to Europe and ain't got no access to no damn medication. Now, I don't know, was the HIV over there in Europe at that time by then? I'm not for sure. Part of my ignorance. But nevertheless, because I know that you do and I feel that you do. I ain't even going to try to mess with that other note. Bad.